Here is the last form of my project, and it works properly. And it should be noted that this page contains a master page. Welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk about how to create an auto-completion method in ASP.NET based on C#.NET. So as you can see, there are more than one video talking about the same issue, but I've watched all of them actually, but none of them has worked for me except for this person. This video is great, but it has a lot of problems. Okay, here you can see the codes he used. Okay, but actually the first problem you're gonna encounter is downloading the Jquery libraries from jquery.ui.com. Jquery. This is the first step of his method to download the auto-completion source code libraries, Jquery libraries from this website. As you can see, I'm gonna toggle this all, okay, and mark autocomplete, but I encounter a problem downloading this source. So I don't know what is the problem, okay, and I googled this problem and I noticed it's a universal problem, happens with a lot of people. So the first step is to solve this problem, okay, in order to download the source needed to implement such a method, autocomplete. Okay, so the first thing, we're gonna download another, okay, an alternative. Actually, it's not the same style sheet here, and it's not the same jQuery file as well, but we're gonna download this from Microsoft site. So it's, I think that was Microsoft. So here, this is the Microsoft Ajax Content Delivery Network provided by Microsoft. As you can see here, we're gonna download using ASP.NET Ajax from CDN, and these codes here, as you can see, we need this style sheet. Okay, you can copy this into your project, okay, which is the style sheet needed to provide this method. Also the scripts, these are the jQuery scripts. Here we have the JS and the UI. These are the important parts. Okay, by now we solved the first problem I encountered while implementing this video. Okay, so the second part and the most important part, as you can see in the comments below, and also it happens with me, that when implementing this method, I noticed that it worked for a single page, but when I applied this method onto a page that contains a master page, it doesn't work at all. Okay, it doesn't work. So here we're gonna fix this problem. The first thing I want to show you is that I want to create a new web page. Okay, here a web page without a master page, to show you that this method is already working, but with a single page, not a page with a master page. Okay, so also at the end of this video we're gonna learn how to fix this problem. Okay, and I spent more than 5 hours searching for how to solve this problem, and I didn't find any answer to my question. Okay, here this is the web form. Okay, I'm gonna add it by its default name. Okay, add. Here, okay, I'm gonna delete all of these lines. Okay, let's go to the design, and I'm gonna add a textbooks here. Textbooks. Okay, for the time being we're not gonna add style sheets or something like this at this textbooks. So here this textbox is named textbox1 by default, and I'm gonna open the source code here, and I'm gonna add the codes provided by this respected person. Here we have the script here. We're gonna copy only the script file here from here, and I'll put it into the head section, as you can see. Also, I told you that we're gonna copy the libraries here from Microsoft. I'm gonna copy them. Copy. Also here. Okay. Then the style sheet. Okay. Okay. Now, the code in the ASPX file has been created. Okay. The next step is to create a generic handler in order to put the codes needed for the connection of the database. Okay, here is my handler, my generic handler named handler1. Okay, now we're gonna test this page. As you can see here, it calls the data that contains that letter. For example, M here is the data that contains M. The second problem that we were talking about is while creating the same codes with a page that contains a master page, it doesn't work at all. Let's have a look. Here I have pasted all of the scripts and the same JavaScript file. It will not work. Here is the web form 3 created under the rubric of my main master page. Okay, here while writing anything, it doesn't give me any result. Okay, so okay, now we're gonna solve this problem. Look, the first thing that you have to do is going to a property called access key. We're gonna, for example, rename it 9, for example. Now, in the page that contains the textbooks, it will be the same code. Okay, here we're gonna let it textbox1 because this is the ID of this control. But in the other pages, like the master page or any other pages, you have to recall this textbox1 by the access key that you have just set. So, for example, let's go to the main master, which is the main master page in my project. Here we have the scripts written before, okay, and we're gonna change this textbox1 into 9, which is the access key of this control. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, there is a problem. Let's see what is the problem. Okay, the problem is here in this client ID mode, we have to set it static. Okay, so let's try after setting this client ID mode to static. Here, as you can see here, the data has been brought, but there's a problem also. It recalls a lot of data. We have to shorten this by a simple code in the handler by adding, for example, int I equals 0. Okay, here Okay, I plus 1 if okay, that will shorten the data to 15 records only. Okay, let's try it with page 3. Now you can see that it has been shortened. For now, I'm going to show you the final result. Here is the last form of my project, and it works properly. And it should be noted that this page contains a master page. Now we have come to an end. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.